Alright guys, two updates today. Blue 5 Tradeify funded accounts. Also, second update, Lucid moved me to live after $40,000 in payouts. So just to summarize, I had 5 Lucid Flex accounts back in June, got $20,000 in payout for both of them, so $2,000 per account, and I had 5 in total. Got 2 payouts from them, blew those accounts, and then eventually picked up 5 more funded from them beginning of July, and took 2 more payouts, so $40,000 in total minus the 10% commission per payout. So about, I don't even know, 18,000. I can't do my math right now. It's late. It's like midnight. But anyways, yeah. So that was the 2 updates. I just want to go over my trades. If you guys have noticed, it's been a while since I've taken any recordings of trades, just because it takes up so much of my time. Pretty much like splitting segments and editing the videos and thumbnails and all that stuff. So I just kind of don't have the time to make those nice edits. So that's why you've been seeing a lot of like one unorganized segment of video. So just to recap on how I blew my 5 funded Tradeify accounts. So I followed my strategy perfectly. It's just, it was really choppy. I was bearish, but everything pointed upwards. We had this run, this significant run up. 9 is trading below the 30, or sorry, 9 is trading above the 30. We had this pullback down. I waited for a green 5-minute candle close, got in on this red candle, which is my trigger candle, and it started pushing up, and then eventually I was up like 200, 250 or so, stopped me out on this candle. It was about 14-point stop loss, and I got back in right here again when I noticed that this was a bull flagging. You can see this flag pole, and then you have the flag, and after this 5-minute candle close, this is my confirmation candle, and this was my trigger candle. I entered in right here, was up probably $1,000 for like a split 2-3 seconds, and that would have wiped out my my loser right here. I could have ended the day like positive $300 or something. This candle stopped me out, and I decided to take another trade because, okay, well, third time's a charm. So I waited for this 5-minute candle to close, took my trigger candle right here. As I saw it push up, that's when I entered, and I did exactly what I was not supposed to do. I told myself, like, never add a contract, especially when the account's like pretty small. What did I do? I added one more contract because, hey, now it's going my way. So I added, and then I noticed a new 1-hour candle was forming at 5 p.m. So I was kind of, a little nervous about that. And of course, I forgot to set the stop loss for the second contract that I added. So my first stop loss was like around 840 level, and no stop loss for the second one. Once this candle hit, got me out of one contract, but that second contract is exactly what blew my account. If I did not add, I would have been green overall because it ran up towards my TP, of course, which is this zone right here. I was expecting it to sort of make a double top, but I usually don't try to reach for that double top, somewhat a little lower. And you can see it made about a 100-point move without me, and I blew my 5 Tradeify funded right here. I do plan on getting them back. I did reset them, and I took $1,200 profit, technically $1,180 profit on 5 accounts again. So I just need 2 more days to pass and $1,800 or something like that to pass and get my 5 funded back. So my main issue right now is, I guess it's mainly the saying that I always hear is cut your losers quick. Check, I do that. Let your winners run, and that's what messes me up. There were times where I've let my winners run and I was up like $2,000, so that's probably where in my mind I'm like, okay, well, it might do that same thing again. But I think in this type of market, it's probably better to take quick profits, especially on my live account. I think I either need to switch to micros, or just keep taking profits really quick with um, minis. Uh, and also, from previous videos, this is the wedge that I've been eyeing since I started getting these payouts. That's probably what's been helping me and guiding me on my directional bias. So I was within this chop. I know everyone had a hard time in it. I just kind of spotted this little wedge pendant or whatever you want to call it, and pretty much I take like longs, and then I see this little trend line. It's dipping, so I'm like, okay, maybe shorts are coming in, so I take a short, and then longs again, and I'd short it right here. So that's pretty much how I was able to get those payouts. Now I'm just kind of having a hard time with the chop. You can see on the 1 hour, it's looking pretty ugly. I saw this and I was like, okay, maybe I should just take quick profits, but nope. In my mind, I just, figured that it was gonna keep going my way. So I gotta stop doing that. So I will keep an update on my live accounts. It's pretty much Lucid is still setting that up. They said it's going to take 2 to 4 days. What I had to do was fill out a few forms. So it was just kind of like verification with my driver's license and signing some papers through NinjaTrader and acknowledging that this is going to be live live capital, so pretty much like real money, and that's pretty much it, like, and that I'm not a professional or something like that. But yeah, so I plan on journaling that because this is going to be my first time trading live account. So from what I know is that it's a daily payout, no cap, and once you get a $2,000 profit target on a 50K funded account, or sorry, 50K live account, then you get a $2,000 bonus across all accounts. So with each account, let's say for example you have 5 funded accounts and each of them got a payout, that means they're both eligible for having a live account. So you now have 5 live accounts, and once you get to $2,000 profit, then you get a $2,000 bonus that gets paid out to you, kind of like pretty much like taking a payout. So that's what I know from those accounts. And what else? Yeah, so pretty much I'll just be logging that and seeing where that goes. In the meantime, I just need 2 more days to pass the Tradeify accounts, and then hopefully I can start journaling those too. And pretty much, let me see what else. What else do I have to talk about? I have like a whole bullet point of stuff right here. Okay, yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm gonna start journaling all these live accounts, and maybe we can kind of start refining the strategy. I don't know a lot of people have started working on their own and kind of using some of my confirmations, like waiting for a 5-minute candle in the direction that you're trading. They've been doing pretty good with that and not taking the crossover, which I should start listening to myself because that's pretty much where I get faked out a lot. So, all right, guys, it's midnight here. I'm gonna call it a night. Thanks for watching. Subscribe. Peace.